Okay, so we're going to begin today's practice. We're going to stand in front of your mat in a mountain pose. Feet firmly planted on the mat. Head tall. We're going to raise our arms up. Hands touch. Hands to the side. And now we're going to the tree on the right side. We're going to grab our right foot, put it between our hips, right toes facing down, left toes facing forward, firmly planted. Hands together at our chest, and breathe. Your breath should be slow. Inhaling through your nose. Pause. And exhaling through your nose. Leg down, hands down. Back to a mountain pose. Hands to the sky, reaching forward, reaching high. And now we're going to tree, opposite side. Left foot into your thigh. Hands together. And breathe. With every inhale you take, try to become more grounded than the previous. On your next exhale, feet back down, firmly planted, hands to the side, mountain pose. We're in Tadasana. Okay, we're going to move into extended triangle on the right. So left leg out, about 3.5, 4 feet. Your front foot is facing forward. Your left foot is slightly ankle to the front, whatever is comfortable for you. And we're going to pull our right arm to the front of the mat. And then our next exhale, we release down, right hand to the mat, left hand pointing to the sky. We want to try to have our left arm and our right arm all in a line. Reach up. And on your exhale, release. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. If it's comfortable enough, try to stare at your left thumb. And on your next exhale, we're going to raise back up to the opposite side. So our right foot is going to move inward, slightly facing the back of the mat. Our left foot is going to turn, face the back of the mat. We're going to reach to our left side. And the next exhale, release down. Again, you want to have your arms as straight as possible, whatever is comfortable for you. And if you're able to, stare at your right thumb. Again, hold this for a few breaths, breathing deeply through your nose, pausing on the inhale, and then exhaling deeply through your nose and pausing on the exhale. Now your next exhale, we're going to raise back up, feet to the front of the mat, and find mountain pose. Hands to the sky, palms together, feet together if you're planted on the mat, and release. Take a few deep breaths here. Okay, we're going to move our left leg back to the mat. There's the back of the mat. Front foot facing forward. Left foot facing slightly angled to the forward or to the front, just like you were before. This time we're going to bend our knee to warrior two, and then move into extended side angle. So we're going to windmill our arms down, with our left hand and our right hand on the mat. Again, your focus should be on your breath, and if you're able to, pay attention to focus on your left thumb. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Check in with your back leg, make sure it's engaged and straight as possible. And you're going to want to try to push in your right knee into your right arm to keep it engaged. Take a big inhale and exhale back up into warrior two. We're going to reverse now. Our left foot's facing the back of the mat. Our right foot is going to pivot in a little bit. Bend the front knee. And on the next exhale, we're going to put our left hand on the floor and windmill our right arm just like before. Again, focus on that breath. Inhale slowly. Pause. And then exhale slowly. On the next exhale, back to the front of the mat. Inhale into mountain pose. Stay here for a few breaths. And on your next exhale, we're going to go into warrior one. So we're going to shoot our left leg back. Back foot on the ball of your foot. Front knee bent to 45 to right angle. And find your breath. Check in with yourself. Make sure your breath is steady. Make sure your arms are reaching towards the sky. Your back leg is engaged. And your front knee is stable. If it's a little wobbly and you need to widen your stance a little bit, feel free to do so. And on your next exhale, we're going to move into warrior two. So we're going to pivot our left heel down and open our chest. Face the front of the mat. Envision a single line of energy from your right fingers all the way through your arm, through your chest, to your left arm, and out your left fingers. And on your next exhale, into mountain pose, at the front of your mat. Feet together, palms to the sky. And we're going to go into warrior one, opposite side. So your right foot is going to shoot back. Left knee bends. Hands are still reaching towards the sky. And breathe. On your next exhale, open up into warrior two, opposite side. Pivot your back, foot down, slightly angled towards the front. And again, that solid line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. And the next exhale, we're going to go back into warrior one briefly, into mountain pose at the front of the mat. release. Take a few still deep breaths here now. We're going to open up to the side a little bit. Our left foot is going to shoot back about 3.5 feet. Right foot is facing the front. Left foot is again at that slight angle towards the front, about the front left corner of your mat. We're going to put our hands in prayer pose behind our back as best we can. And release back. And this pose may look a little bit different on you than it is to me. Maybe a little bit looser or a little bit tighter, but that's okay. Just find where it feels good. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. In that time, check in with yourself. If you need to make any adjustments, feel free to do so. On your next exhale, release to the front. With every inhale, find a little length. And with every exhale, release a little deeper down if you can. Check in to make sure both legs are engaged. And your feet are anchored on your mat. Inhale back up. Hands still in prayer. And we're going to pivot our legs to the opposite side now. So right front pivots to the right hand corner of the mat. Left foot pivots all the way to the front. Adjust if need be. Big inhale. Exhale and bend back. On the next exhale, again, fall forward and release. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, fall in deeper. If it feels good, try and release your neck. Any pressure you may feel, and just let go. Inhale, rise up. Release your hands. Back to the front of the mat. Feet together. Palms to the sky for mountain pose. Release down and find a comfortable spot lying on your back. We're going to move into now a shoulder stand. So we're going to bend our knees. And we're going to use our hands to brace ourselves. Go slowly with this. And just lift up. Elbows to the floor. Slowly grab your back and lift yourself up as straight as possible. Keep your core engaged. Only go as deep as it feels comfortable. Again, your body in this pose may look very differently. You may be straighter, not as straight, not as high, a little bit lower. That's okay. Just find your spot and breathe. Check in with yourself. Make sure everything's engaged. If you're able to raise up a little bit, feel free to do so. But again, just find that spot and breathe. And our next exhale, we're going to move back slowly into plow pose. We're going to release our feet down, back to the mat. If they're able to touch the floor, great. If not, that's okay too. Just go very slowly. If you need your hands on your lower back, or if it's easier to put your hands on the floor and push to get some more leverage, that's okay too. And just breathe. If your breathing is interrupted, maybe take a step back. Lift your legs up a little bit. Your breath is key. Find where it feels good and just hold it there. Slow inhales, the pause. Slow exhales, the pause. And next exhale, we're going to lift up. Use your hands to brace yourself and slowly release vertebra by vertebra. Into lying flat on your back. into Shavasana. Now for the next few minutes, keep your eyes closed and do your best to not move at all. You may feel slight tingling sensations in your body, maybe an itch on your scalp, a tingling sensation on your toes. Just do your best to ignore it, and it'll pass. Before, your focus was on your breath, keeping it slow and long. Right now, I just want you to release all that. Release any tension you may feel. Release the focus on your breath. And instead, just watch your body. Anything you may feel, just let it pass. You remain perfectly still. If you'd like to, mentally scan your body, starting from your toes, up your legs, to your chest, down your arms, up your neck, into your head. Anywhere in your body that feels a little bit tense, just do your best to release it. And again, don't focus on the breath, and let anything that you may feel pass. I recommend staying here at least 5 minutes, ideally 8 to 10. But if not, just at least 5.